Just pop it up. There's the preseason top 25, the AP, Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and also Clemson, Notre Dame. The rest of the top 10, A&M, Utah, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Baylor. Oklahoma State of the Big 12 is 12th. Also included future Big 12 members at 23, 24, and 25, Cincinnati, Houston, and Brigham Young.
It's still a preseason poll, so, take it with a grain of salt. Half these, at least a third of those teams are going to not be in it at the end of the year because of whatever reason. But I do like that BYU is in this one and Texas is not, because I think BYU has earned at least that based on their last season, where Texas has not. And let Texas earn their way in. Give them something to, be disrespected about and, feel like they need to earn it. So I like that. Some of the things I thought were too low, some a little bit too high, but it's almost a mirror image of the other poll.
There's a lot more new Big 12 representation in here. There's also A&M in that spot that was kind of made you double take last week, but looks to be pretty much the same kind of vibe between the coaches and the media, and certainly I think I trust the media a little bit more as far as this goes, a preseason poll, because I don't know how much the coaches are actually, paying too much attention to most programs around the country. Maybe in their conference, maybe they're big rivals, but I don't know that they can sit there 1 through 25 and really have an accurate portrayal of, who they're looking for. And like we mentioned, GAs fill that out half the time. So with the media poll, I know that most people probably put a bit more thought into it. I think, it's cool to see that they did not, eat the cheese and go up with the easy Texas layup and just throw them in there for the sake of throwing them in there. And, hey, we'll be right after the fact perhaps. But, yeah, at the top it looks pretty similar. And, after that you can kind of rearrange it however you want to. This isn't an exact science. So Baylor at 10 looks good. I think that's a good starting spot for them. And we will see here in a couple weeks how these teams actually perform.
Chat room is going. We appreciate you. The text line also. We had a little back and forth earlier. I did with an A&M fan who thought that we were giving A&M a little bit too much trouble over the last 10 years as far as their record and stuff. We had that last week, but then was able to then say that we treat Texas going to the SEC like royalty. We figured it out, haven't we, Paul?
Yeah.
He gave us a gig of Maggies after I kind of explained to him he must not watch or listen to us very often. You want some nuggets in the top 25? Let's give them. Alabama has now been ranked in the top 5 preseason poll for 14 consecutive years. Ohio State is now a record 34th consecutive top 25 preseason poll, tied previously with Nebraska and Penn State. Texas A&M is the second highest ranked preseason team, coming off being unranked at the end of the year. Previously, 1972, Ohio State was ranked 3rd. They finished 9-2. In 1983, Notre Dame was ranked 6th after being unranked at the end of the year, and they finished 7-5. How about North Carolina State? First time preseason top 25 since 2003. How about Pittsburgh? First time preseason top 25 since 2010. How about Kentucky? And we'll have John Clay on today. First top 25 preseason ranking since 1978. Wake Forest, first preseason top 25 ranking since 2008. All of that, what I just mentioned, new blood, fresh. Teams that now they have gotten a little bit of the attention, they've earned it, and now can they sustain it? Florida, and I don't bring this up, Paul, but you and I talked about this earlier. First time since 1974 that Florida and Florida State, one or the other, both of them unranked since 1974.
They don't deserve it.
Florida State back then was still trying to figure themselves out, but both of them out since 1974. No, they don't. No,
they don't deserve it.
And both of them by the end of the year, maybe they will be a part of that. That remains to be seen. Now, some college